Hi dear, how you all doing? Hope you all are doing great. I'm Basama Maria. On this channel, I showcase faith, cooking, lifestyle, singing, and many more. Feel free to check out what I do. I promise you, you're gonna love it. Today, I share with you all the awareness and the importance of mental health. Today happens to be World Mental Health Day in the UK and also in the States. But you see, something makes me understand all about it. It's about privatizing your mental health because it matters a lot. But before I proceed, I would like to wish everyone a happy World Mental Health Day. This began in 1950 and it started identifying it like, understanding between one being hospitalized and being psychiatric in 1959. But you understand that when you talk about mental health, it's something that has been led and has caused a lot of people with different kind of underlying issues, especially made them in being disabled in certain areas. So you can prioritize your mental health and not allowing yourself go through certain, underground and underlying issues that will lead to different kind of things. Now, being aware of it is the most important thing. We all have been through different kind of, stages in life that would have led to it, but due to the right support and the kind of way we spoke about it that's helped us, put things together and understand when to say yes and when to say no. The thing I always say to most people, because I've been through different stages of life that made me say certain things that I thought, yes, what I was saying was actually right. But when I started going through the process of, with a good support and the process of healing, I started understanding that I wasn't meant to say certain things. That is because of the mental health. That is because I didn't know when to stop. That is because I thought everything I was doing was actually right. You see, most times we might be doing certain things and thinking it's the best thing. Healing can add to different kind of mental illness alone. Not just that, the way you respond to things, the way you react to things can add, can put things in a way that you make one start overthinking, and before you know it, it's causing a lot of depression and anxiety. You can prioritize your mental health if only you know how to stop, and if you get the right support and you're being aware to underline it, to identify it. Certain times in my life, I've come to realize that it takes certain kind of set of people for one to actually being able to be aware that mental illness is not only being insane, but also it can lead to different kind of traumatization. When traumas are so much, it can lead to certain types of mental illnesses. But we're not talking about mental illnesses today. I just want to tell you today, share with you all the awareness of it, of which it did started in 1950, and it started like in a way that people were not seeing it, people were not understanding what it meant. But as of 1959, people started underlining that most of the things they've been through was as a result of different kind of traumas and different kind of underlying, issues that they didn't have the right support to really identify it. But let me tell you all today that there are supports that you can really get from your local authority, also from your community, the people you can speak to, a lot of charity organizations. If you live in the UK, you can actually get, to meet with certain people who could put you through, because mental health is something that is being identified as one of the most, one of the most, needed, like, what's the word, like, one of the most, something to pay attention to, if I'm going to use that word, because I've been through certain kind of stages in my life that I thought that all I was doing was the best, was right. But when I met the right support, I discovered that all I was doing was totally wrong, like really, really wrong. And if I didn't have that support at that time, if I'd not gone through the process of healing, trust me, I wouldn't be aware of it. So you being aware of when to stop, you being aware of how you retaliate, how you do things so that you don't overthink. Because sometimes most times overthinking literally bring certain kind of acts that we do that causes these underlying issues. which are things like depression, anxiety, and many more. I'm super excited that this happens to be a day that people acknowledge it to be what mental health is. So if you're wearing yellow today, it's a symbol that you're standing out for World Mental Health Day. And thank you so much for all you do. The thing is, when you talk about mental health, it's not about you going through certain issues most time. Someone can just like do certain kind of things to do, certain kind of thing, and the way you retaliate or react can cause a lot of sensitivities in the brain, and that will lead to unnecessary thing. I don't want that for you. So when you see yourself at that spot, please know when to stop. You don't have to retaliate. You just have to ignore. You don't have to decide things to make you feel as if you are the super person. All you just need to do, look for someone you can trust, that understand. Look for a very good charity organization and speak your problem to them. Trust me, they're always there to listen. Your local authority, your local community center, this would really help, because it has helped me, and I tell you that it can help you as well. Because mental illness is not something that kicks up one day. It's a slow something that comes together slowly, 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 until one day it just becomes a big issue. So being aware of it, knowing when to stop, knowing when to say, okay, I've had enough. You don't want to get burnt out. You just want to see yourself at that state of you having your sanity. That is most important. That is what you should prioritize mostly. That is what you should look up to mostly. Because I tell you the truth, if you don't prioritize your mental health, I don't know what else, because every other thing I would say is all in your hands. But if you're able to be aware and understand when to say yes or no and how to deal with issues, you won't have a problem with your mental health. But you acknowledging it and you understanding that you also can be a support to someone, just like as I'm telling you today, as I'm here today. I don't know, there was a time I was like, when I was like my rock bottom, like when I was going through certain issues, I was saying all sorts of things. I was thinking I was doing the right thing. Yeah, but I never knew I wasn't doing anything good. I was even damaging myself more. But until when I got the right support, me getting the right support, it took a whole lot of team. Ah, man, it was really hard. And I'm like, oh, did I really say this? Did I really do this? Is that, that kind of thing? But all thanks to the support I got. And I'm super excited that at the state I am today, I find peace and I find joy in all I do. So the importance of mental health is you having that mindset, that's time, that stability to understand, to know when to go on and when to stop, so that you don't get burnt out, so that you don't get stressed, so that you don't get anxiety, so that you don't get depression and things like that. I think I've been able to say quite a few because I don't want to spend much of your time, but you can Google and you can, seek help from your local authorities and charity, like I did say. But guys, I love you, girl. I love you all. I love you all. Like, yes, I do. And I would say always prioritize your mental health, and happy World Mental Health Day. But until I come your way next time, stay blessed and stay safe. I'm your girl, your host, Pasama Maria. Ciao. Bye.